Thank you, thank you, thank you. I welcome you from far and near to be part of this edition. Your purpose of connecting tonight will not be in vain. Before we proceed into the details of today's activities, my name is Openge Peter. I am your lead consultant and human capacity developer. Wherever you are watching us all over the world, I would like you to do us a favor by subscribe to our channel, like our work, and share our video for others to benefit as well. That is what keeps us moving. Thank you for doing that. In our life today, circumstances and situations surrounding us made many known to become true versions of themselves as a result of leadership style we have in the society. But today I am here with a different story of a young leader who was born into this triple grip of poverty. He transformed his deepest scar into stepping stone, ultimately rising into unite the fractured situation he met and proving that the leadership requires not a crown but a compassionate mind forged in the fires of adversity. That led us into the topic of today, titled From Limitation to Leadership. From limitation to leadership, which implies rising beyond barrier to become a person of purpose and influence. Many young people across ages are surrounded by limitations such as fear, poverty, unemployment, lack of direction, low self-esteem, and negative environment. These circumstances often make people believe they cannot become successful or influential in life. And I want you to note that from careful research and observation about leadership, leadership is not determined by background, status, or condition. True leadership begins when a man realized and decided to rise above situations surrounding him and take responsibility for growth, purpose, and positive impact. Am I communicating? Now, what is limitation? Limitation is seen as anything that restricts a man from becoming his best version. This may come through fear and self-doubt, poverty and lack of opportunity, negative mindset, poor environment, failure and disappointment, lack of education or exposure, and wrong association. Honestly, life made itself available to so many, but limitation defeated them through accepting their mind program. Am I communicating? What is then leadership? Leadership is the ability to influence, inspire, guide, and create positive changes at any capacity. Leadership is not only about position, or title, just like I said in our previous edition. It includes responsibility, vision, service, character, courage, and positive influence. A true leadership becomes a solution to problems in the society. Now, with that understanding, let us Look at why many youths remain limited. Point number 1, they are afraid of failure. 2, they lack confidence. 3, they compare themselves with others, which leads to discouragement. 4th, they wait for opportunity instead of preparing for or create them. 5, they allow background to control their emotion and thinking. 6, they lack discipline and direction. And lastly, they surround themselves with negative thoughts and influence. Am I communicating? A limited mindset produces a limited life. An abundant mindset produces abundant life. It's garbage in, garbage out. Irrespective of the circumstances, the journey may be delayed, but it cannot limit you if you are positive or have an abundant mindset. Now, let us look at some of the way forward, that is steps from limitation to leadership. Number 1, change your mindset. Transformation begins in the mind. Young people should stop saying, I cannot. Nobody is believe in me. My background is against me. This or that say are not for young people. Instead, develop confidence, possibility thinking, and courage. Your mindset determines measures of your future. I want you to note that. Now, let us look at point 2. Discover your purpose. Every person was created for a reason. Leadership becomes meaningful when it's centered on your area of strength, passion, value, solution you can provide. Is somebody hearing me? Then point number 3, build capacity. If you look at all the edition we have been treating so far, capacity building is one of the factors you cannot do without. In anything you are doing, develop your capacity if you want to stay relevant or if you want to become someone. Look into your capacity building. Now, for the sake of this, develop yourself through education, skill acquisition in line with your purpose, which include leadership training, communication skill, emotional intelligence, and discipline and consistency. Am I communicating? Number 4, overcome fear. On fear, what we treated in our last edition, break the chain of fear, is enough for you to know what it is. So in a nutshell, courage does not mean absence of fear. It means keep moving in spite of fear or whatever comes your way, if you want to move from limitation to leadership. Then point number 5, take responsibility. Leaders do not blame others continuously. They take responsibility for their growth, decision making, action, and the future. As a leader, if you want to be useful to your people, responsibility is something that you cannot do without. Responsibility differentiates leaders. It's a foundation of leadership. Am I communicating? So make sure you take right responsibility to be celebrated as a leader in any capacity. Then point number 6, build character and integrity. Talent may attract attention as a leader, but your character sustains your leadership. Honestly, discipline, humility, accountability, respect, and excellence are essential tools you cannot do without as a leader. Character builds reputation, and reputation determines leadership success. Is somebody hearing me? Point number 7, surround yourself with positive minds of people. Environment and people influence growth. Is somebody listening to this? Now, let us take a look at this. As a leader, you cannot expect a corrupt and incompetent advisor or incompetent cabinet to produce a reasonable leadership or government. Am I communicating? For you to have a responsible leadership or government, you must surround yourself with good cabinet, competent advisors, competent cabinet that can give you the productive result as a leader. So people surrounding leaders matters. Make sure you pay close attention to that. It's very, very important. So what am I trying to say in the essence? As a leader, it is important that you associate yourself with visionary people, mentor, positive friends, and productive community. That is cabinet that can give you the expected result. Wrong association can limit destiny, while right association can elevate destiny. So take note of that. Now, let us look at instance. Is somebody with me? Now, how many of you know the life cycle of butterfly? Butterfly. If you look at the life cycle of butterfly back then when we were in secondary school, it begins from egg to caterpillar. Then from caterpillar, it gradually changes to an adult. But if you look at it from the beginning, it doesn't look like something that can fly one day. But due to how it's being kept, it changes from one process to another, one stages to another until it starts to fly. That is how leaders are. The process of young leader are raw vessel unto honor, but surrounded with obstacles and limitation. But through discipline, growth, self-development, and people they surrounded or associate themselves with, they can rise into the position of leadership, become productive, and positively impactful. Am I communicating? That is how leadership works. Now, what are the lessons we should learn from this topic? Number 1, your background does not have to limit your future as a leader. Number 2, leadership begins with mindset transformation. Number 3, every young person carries leadership potential. Number 4, Capacity development is necessary for influence. Is somebody hearing me? Fear must be conquered for growth to happen as a leader. Then lastly, responsibility and character sustain leadership. In conclusion, the journey from limitation to leadership begins the moment a man stops seeing obstacles as barrier and starts seeing them as opportunity for growth. Is somebody hearing me? In this trial moment, Nigeria and Africa need men who are courageous, disciplined, visionary, and prepared to create positive changes. Are you with me? You see what very dark man is doing today? The life of Peter Obi in terms of integrity during his governorship. Sowore, who do not afraid of anyone despite his controversial activism. Remember our great leaders, world leader Obama and Nelson Mandela. These are set of people we should be looking onto when we are talking about leaders or talking about leadership. Is somebody hearing me? Leadership is not reserved for few individuals. It is possible for every young person willing to grow, learn, and rise above limitation. Thank you and God bless you. See you in the next episode.